Some way is see Sampa and someone are not Jenipa. Just a what's now doing one. Won't tears. Too less Sampa Gyafla, and then Sampa Traditional Council, no, Eddie Aquadine, Kumasi Hypo say. Cratch your friend Wobano Sebi. After the Wayama not trust, since so tap on Ghanaian was a war. In the year, what year was Sampa Montenegro, time Sebi Bushia, on it. New way, fair according creation. One no Sammordua when you bushini, and get this year you'll be answer or continue them, say a pastor Henia. Na kofisuna hi emma ye nya ohini bia wo Ghana ha sa here ne de chese why ne wosa anoma kokko ne kono kwatifi ko hunu nsuo wabanafo bebusa ohini onam ana okotokoto says the he ne aye no eye awura bia na asema ne friend Mansan Rose ne ba ene Sammordua yi a wo so na Sampa Manhene na ka bom do amasem ko na ye wura se won hwe mu se crash ye friend Sammordua de di ma ne Yesu ko duru ho no ye bo asem no broskoto ekoto bora so se asem amode ba ni nyina so bia hyada ni mu yi Sammordua no wonya hene chese de sikonwa de shimoje bia ni ho nu se wokotokoto ebodi mu asese akwada wakwa wade apon a wabeto ne si wofie na wobechia na do mahene so o se tumi bi ni ba bia kire se asante tumi no eti ase enyo bi na beka o wanka se wo bopiri asante ahefure ni mu a wo bedwodwo wo bebete wo be se brodo atonsuum no wo bedwodwo ade no koduru e ho no wa me na kaka mensem ni nyambra nsem ni na kokoko sem no eni mensem no wa me ya kire ofensu mahere enke ho na kire
Oheneba Media for na efremu ayebo me ani se media royals media mu adehye no asebo ana enta semana amamla ni amane mu dwumadie Oheneba Media betenete enti amanfo muntie na nyado
abusiafo ya ba mu nyina akwa aba mfa no Oheneba Media so gidi se obi aho ye yenso ejara dom ye ho ye we breaking news kwa na me be so nsem a ensem poro bi a asi wo ye man mu nti wo ba bia da ha e na be di kan ate no abusia wonu se Ghana ye wo no de e kame akwa se oman no ebinu mu afade a show mu botom ade mo pe e na mo yo rule of law na ye di bu oman amamra ya tintim na afia pe ma hankro de okunu mienu no ebinu mo oman de se omum emra no nti do mo pe na mo yo na ye bedi nkomo asantima mu nkomo ma wasante se mu hia anope ya me no ebe kasa yi bigidi se wakodi star number mo amko kwawu maba mo amko ogumu ansoso no maba mo amko amejofe maba yenso etina bebi etie nso ye wa ha na medi ede nkofo da asbre tap send na so masene abo michido ma mede sa ensem ya bedam pa cho baso abo modern say obe like video share na obi nsanka bi fa comment gu ase na nyina na yeni hu nkomo every papa mu no we so na onya subscribe to your channel na wa hen sa na bibia tumi aye kama ye kwa Sampa busia ensem a esisi wo Sampa ne ensem a ano dene pa chese wotena se na odwen ho a wonti ase lewin beka say I can't think so far madness say obi kwantin ko bia tena se e parade ne ho se oyo hene na enu nti akofa oyene mentime ho ase ma aboko koka nipakum etututuo adanhye ne ade aba Sampa amen na mene mo ka sei sabre manfo ete Sampa no wo nsunu egugem krachi wasana humra na se fe na ya Sammordua but se ni di ne de wo ba wo se de ni di no kram se de Randolph Oba oyelo ye ni ananse ya na wo wie Ghana Law School ma ye fe no de na ba Ghana Bar Association so me join na krachi enna enipa bonfo bi a o ma se huruye mo jampo mu tirimu da na mo ba mpanifo ni mo kotokoto de krama ho brase be kotokoto sa enipa bonfo yi ena hye krachi echi a wodi sa nyam brasem ene wanya amanyofo a wo mo soso no wo mo tekrama na omu yefunu nti ene ebegu emu ebe hye enhye echa wo machi ene omu di sa awurukasem no na Sampa Gyafla to le Sampa Gyafla ono ene Sampa Manhene ye nyina yenim se mra no agina tum ede stamp si su se pan wono soso ena oye Manhene a asem na free ye Sampa ba ye yewura na se etu anim wo manhia hemfie no yewura ma animdefo pepiankoma a wo mo adwene mu do na wo mu nimu mradi mu dini mama mradi mama ne edo asem no masuko hunu Sampa to le Sampa Gyafla no se fata se odi Sampa kunye san so ono na ye de hyekan a za Randolph Oba ye ono san homra ne se na ya Sammordua no chese busua na eya de busua no wo mehu babia wo mehu babia na wonim se court kra ye Kumasi High Court atena se di asem ye awie bua se to le Sampa Gyafla na yo hinti National House of Chiefs ni Regional House of Chiefs ni hwese on be gazette no ama gazette no kra baso ameni papa ne di ade se eye Sampa Manhene na ye ohwa ani ate se Krachi friend woba Sammordua wo ye urukasem odi akakamese tutwasem wo sori an watutuntu masini bi ni apɛ ayi chiniye bi e de asina pampam na kwa tire kwa ba na afo ne ade so ye Sampa Manhene na ye nyina ne ya ne ye hometi ye kasa wo hom ya kasa sei. Sometimes I talk out of passion to say empenifo ntu omo nansi asem we so na sa krachi no kwen bi omo de befa so a possible way out bia no omo fa na mfa so esan say wa mat Sampa man no emu nno Sampa anhye Sampa nko Sampa anye se nyina no efisa ayisa krachi emfre no wo ba ya wo sanu na nse Sammordua na busia atadwefo wa ya te de ne yeni ba bi bekosi but yenim se ya dan ya te de ne Tole Samgba Gyafla ene Sampa Traditional Council no e de akodan Kumasi High Court say krachi friend wo ba no sebe afede wa ya mana tra so sinso ta ponkyerene a wo se wo ensuo wo hoyi e fra ponkyerene a obeda nkonkon so befo wo ena se bomochichie nsu firi su ase be ka kire wo se denche mawu a wugina chinya enye yie esanse one no anete ho wahuru wone no a enete ho krachi ni ya wo ye wo Sampa montene so no tan se be abusua ahomete new ferry say krachi wo ha na mentuma ekra de se wenunyam mentuma efra me de se wenunyam otutu za afratie yi bi China for the yomo priwe de papa GTP for the China for the afratie yi a wo mo print wa China mam di inki ayoyo yi bi ni wetutuntum asine bi na ekukuru chinye sina pampam ni anya emrante kwa bi asebi wo madwene mu enno sebi wo madwene mu no na wo mu ni mo hwe wo mu hwe enfere hwe ensuro hwe na wo mu di nachi eye na gongongo ababa ni ebontwene ye bonondo tumpan di nachi so na Sampa na no ya kura wo Sampa kuro bia mu krachi sware ye man ho mene so se na kofi so na no ye Sampa Manhene a okoni krachi no wo no Sammordua na wonya busuani enye de hye obi ansa wokotena adwam se eyipa so hene akoye na kofi so na hi emma ye nya ohene bia wo Ghana ha sa here ne de chese why ne ho se anoma kokko ne kono kwatifi ko hunu nsuo wabanafo bebusa ohene a onam ana okotokoto se de he ne aye no wahu na odi akire akotena ho se otena ipaso a ni kuromu kura ampo no ontimi nyo sa ono so obi echi ekwo oye ne wo bi kuromu na tole Samgba Gyafla de na asema akodan court ebusia court samos wan krata na pages ne be senso 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and so mi benya da aja kinkan ni na e de amamuti jibre ne tie de okrata ni mu ne hwe de to le Samgba Gyafla record no se wo mu ne hwe se be kusi sen isanse afi de ya bre no etwe na contempt pa ene wa kushai krata ni de in the Superior Court of Judicature in the High Court of Justice Kumasi suit number ASH ADK HC Mamen Simon suit number ni na etiase suit number ASH stroke ADK stroke HC stroke E10 stroke 17 stroke 25 in the matter of an application for judicial review in the nature of mandamus and in the matter of the Republic versus National House of Chiefs Kumasi ex parte Nana Samgba Gyafla II paramount chief of Sampa and in the matter of application for committal for contempt and the Republic versus Randolph Oba, styling himself as Nana Sammordua respondent. Ex parte Nana Samgba Gyafla II, alias Justice Emmanuel Ankama, paramount chief of Sampa Traditional Area, house number GL 084-5803, Ni Odote Onano Street, Chado, Accra, Greater Accra Region, applicant. Eti National House of Chiefs a respondent. Ena Nana Sammordua answer respondent. Omo ene ekojina. Ena Sammordua ene applicant mfancheme. Tole Samgba Gyafla na applicant odina sama kodan court ba same way na contempt ntino. Eyo man no ne National House of Chiefs na afi nsusu no Sammordua ene enya. Enti eno no de mekenkan nyina no entrase no. Na affidavit a Nana Tole Samgba Gyafla so aye de tie ne Samuels na chinie. I, Nana Samgba Gyafla II, known in private life as Justice Emmanuel Ankama of house number GL 084-5803, Ni Odote Onano Street, Chado, Accra, in the Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana, make oath and say as follows. I say me, Nana Samgba Gyafla me tosum you know. Na ewo mi ankasama brabo mu no ye freme Justice Emmanuel Ankama, I'm a house number, etwas wonye, me wo ni odotel nano street, watch hard one crime. Me jina on my gun and dink akuma krum say, Yedi kind, that I am the applicant herein and the deponent hereto. Me ena me ye onipa, me sre court to say, and someone macrochegun kratas we call to me na woni mame. That I am the duly registered and or gazetted paramount chief of the Sampa traditional area, having been validly nominated, elected, selected, and installed in accordance with customs and traditions pertaining to both Sampa and Asante. Or say, eya me ena emremuno, ya jimi atum, ya gazete me, ya bo midini, ya hwehwe me mu, ya this time person ma pampam se pan se, many of my here ameda Sampa eye mine wano. Asante ene Sampa amamani amani kwan so no emra nyina no agiatum. That the matters I depose to in this affidavit are within my personal knowledge and belief unless otherwise stated. Say, and someone made it to san criteria affidavit dance and criteria so nyina no eyamia minim de ne madwemu migidie ena matworo sa asemi e de abaje say obi beka bibi foforo. That at the hearing of this application, I shall through my lawyer seek leave of the Honorable Court to refer to and or rely on all processes on record as though saying forms part of this affidavit and so on to hereunder. Enti, say court ne betena se tie masemi. Me bijira mi tumi mu hye me lawyer say court no ankasa nyensem ni mu hwehwemu ba bia ehia so so ofre me de ehia danse ne ade nyina no me na to let Samgba Gyafla me yo no sa. That the respondent is a native of Sampa but purport to be the paramount chief of Sampa traditional area contrary to law and custom and decisions of court of competent jurisdiction. Enti onipa me sre so me in one was ansemi hui sa nipa ofri Sampa montene so nemom onya hene ena osori a wo ye ne ho se o ye Sampa Manhene na sakrachi ene e obekọ no afa chinye tu esi ne ho so na akọpe ntumasini bi akasa tambi na ebo no ape chaw sa asopa treo se time pa boy bio na ebo ne na ase na wa he no de nam Sampa montene so ono no tu ne ho nsamra ne gine ho gine ho me na gine ho akwapa gine ho nsire ne e o Sampa nkrodua so se wono ne Sampa Manhene no. That pursuant to an arbitral award pronounced on 22nd June 2023 by His Royal Majesty Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II, I was nominated, selected, and installed as the paramount chief of the Sampa traditional area. Enti nanu ada eye kitansabo sumida na toso aduonu mienu afimpi mienu aduonu miensemu ena ye wura na se to babio santima nyina wura asase su nyame ebo mi gini ehwehwe emu hunu se ampa me na me sefata se medi Sampa kunyam na ye yenti no ye hye me se mini Sampa Manhene. That the arbitral award arose from an arbitral proceedings commenced before His Majesty by Mansan Rose, the biological mother of the respondent hearing. The parties to the arbitration were Adam Awatara, Abu Mahama, and aforementioned Mansan Rose. Enti sa se mi kra na ko ye wura ni ma omu buade ma ame no eye awura bi anase ma me friend Mansan Rose ne ba ene Sammordua yi a wo se na Sampa Manhene na nye wono nko a edipa bi a na ekom ho eye krachi bi a ye friend Adam Awatara ena afa susu no Abu Mahama wo me Mansan Rose ena ka bom do masem ko na ye wura se won hwehwe mu se krachi ye friend Sammordua de hinema ni Yesu koduru ho no ye bo asem no broskoto ekoto bora so se asem amode ba ni nyina so bia hyada nimu enso bia nyina mu eye hata se Ghana city enti ye bokoto bora so. That the arbitral award arose from an arbitral proceedings. Okay, makenka hono di amamo. That the arbitral award was on the effect that the families of the Abu Mahama and Adam Awatara were the royals of Sampa Paramounts too, whereas Mansan Rose and the persons claiming through her were not royals and not eligible to occupy the stool. Enti, as some of the Kwadan, ye ran say, Eya mansan ro say Sammordua ma Manhene ne nkrofo de kodan ye ewura ne say wo mo ya de se kronkronkron Sampa konwa no abusua a edi akonwa no wo mo ka ho bie na so e ko hwe mu no say na wo mo ma ho ba bia wo mo nya de hye ba bia Sampa krobia nim kura no say na wo mo mogya no kura mfiri ho mfiri kuro so ba bia mfiri ho ba bia te say wo mo ya de hye kura nye yi. That notwithstanding that the respondent attended and participated in the arbitral proceedings and was fully aware of the award pronounced by His Majesty the Asante, the Borno Regional House of Chiefs, through devious stratagem, purportedly transferred the name and particulars of the respondent to the National House of Chiefs, ostensibly to have his name inserted in the National Register of Chiefs, so as to have basis to claim that the respondent was the paramount chief of Sampa. 80. Cratch or your respondent, your friend Sammordua, the Dini, a year obey. As ever course woman share if you were 50 chassis could see every year, baby, I will as 74 or TB. Now, you require no more than now, Borno Regional House of Chiefs. A year penny or down no eye, and they were no more was say, or your Borno here, just say, or Pessoa General Honsran, Manhene, dear year, own friends and crap. Say, I dear Yajima Bedu, Manhene. As you say, could not say num, a year quain be so, would not say quite so. A year say, was a son crack, heavy the cratchy, some would be a deep comma, and National of Chiefs and National of Chiefs, and fast some would be a dean, and called National Register of Chiefs Nimu. Ah, not just any mremu said the burial, Nasa, the deco PM with the Becasson and Manhene, and also on your crop portrait and Pobasa Yadam to the Quafra one now, Yan and the equal visit come and send in who she and tea. Ah, my so mad on Manhene, now conco more body chili swore. My Sammordua the tent, the day and Tian concrete was a Sampa Manhene, no. Sacrati, not what he feel be yet Casimina or take the cost me now. That I reiterate the preceding paragraph and add that, however, that illegal move was thwarted when the National House of Chiefs realized that the respondent was not the chief of Sampa. And our cases should be said. What Kaiwa Machoma Genesis, 3 quarter Genesis, who said, well, brother, my hand in a pound for 10 years and a Boniface Urukasam and Yamon Samuno and a National House of Chiefs who say, Sasa to Sammordua. One year, just say, the Shikonia, the Shimoja beer in home, and the Shimoja Shigo Calvary be possible and net, young for Hudian, or no, at the Shimoja de be meno, or this Sampa Hine Yintino, National House of Chiefs Brosco too, then Kratana de Nama, so Tichre. Etichrin krata mama mi otutu kokko House of Chiefs eni momom de tutu kokko san se krata no obetwa antro kire House of Chiefs no ne do Manhene ne na pamfo nyina ebetwa antro de kire House of Chiefs. That as the lawfully installed chief of Sampa, I brought an application for mandamus in suit number GJ1/64/24 to compel the Borno Regional House of Chiefs to forward my CD forms to the National House of Chiefs, and which application the respondent later unapplied was joined to it. Enti ekoba ansa na me to let Samgba Gyafla me na me de asema beda mu call to each say me the cause asema beda mu aye suit number GJ1/64/24 she court ne say Monsha Borno Regional House of Chiefs now one more family CD forms chieftaincy declaration forms no common National House of Chiefs na one more family din among gazette no emame when they come House of Chiefs momo yone sa wahu abusua e no mo yone sa na yanto aso e what say even respondent yes Sammordua ikura no be de ne ka ho court ho bi e mo no akohunu bi kote ne samia ne piga ene ne sankide e court ho no mo that by an order of mandamus dated 7th February 2025 her ladyship Justice Angelina Mensah Humaya J, sitting as additional High Court judge, directed the Borno Regional House of Chiefs to transmit my CD forms to the National House of Chiefs within 21 days from the date of the ruling. A copy of the ruling and or order of the High Court is attached hereto and same marked as Exhibit 8. NT Afe MP Mirunia Jununu 2025 a year or Jefobo Sumidane Toso and Sung. Ena Temwa for her ladyship, Justice Angelina Mensah Humaya J. Etna say additional High Court judge share say Borno Regional House of Chiefs enfa me CD forms chieftaincy declaration forms no common National House of Chiefs na enafu aduonu ba Contempt court no sha wo say wo mo hwe na wo mo fa me din emra ngoma mu se Sampa Manhene no kra no me de sa atemu ni nyina aka ho se adanse no matu ni din se Exhibit A. That the respondent hearing was the second interested party in suit number GJI/64/24 and thus was fully aware of the orders of the High Court. Enti kra here friend Sammordua yi wono na ye respondent ene wo ya aware pa nsem ekwoso High Court atemu e ba ye nti o kan say enye yi ohu enye yi. That among others, the Honorable Court in suit number GJ1/64/24 found that there had been an arbitral award that had pronounced the respondent's family a non-royals of the Sampa paramount school. Emma court ne bo hunu say ya transi akasem yi ama ye hunu say Sammordua ne maame ne na pamfo nyina no wo mo nye adehye Sampa kunwa dehye konwa no wo mo ka ho bi wo mo mmeho ba bi wo mo de bi enye yie wo mo nyina wo mo ya we wo mo nim sa ensem yi wahu. That the court also held that the respondent CD forms were not valid because same were not signed and were executed by the recognized acting president of the Sampa Traditional Council. Enti court ne sa kure hunu say CD forms are Sammordua kwotena you printing press B and was doma eco printing ye ko typing gu nkrata so no court ne hunu say enye no kure enye original enye authentic ye gituma enye yie. Esan say acting president as Adrian kwano no na hwe Sampa Traditional Council so no na the signature ni so the stamp mo so wan sign wan nyantum enti Sammordua nkrata de koyi nyina na nkrata ye gituma enye yie anka even podi kwama kwadura so on fanton kwadu ni nkrata ko be ka cho say nkrata e fake. It's become the Tommy kwadu ni nkrata enye yie wehu e na Sammordua tase nkrata nyina e de kwama court no na yento aso that till date the ruling and orders in suit number GJ1/64/24 have not been set aside nor reversed, even though the respondent and the Bono Regional House of Chiefs filed separate notices of appeal and proceeded to file application for stay of execution, which were dismissed by the court on 7th April 2025. And so for you, so most of me that soon, I think people need to know, and a Bono Regional House of Chiefs are that a year. Manhene said, "Dear you are Jima, but do a dear Nimo, and the sound would be a year some appeal." Any stay of application of stay of execution, any tia temwa court and the buy-in. Now, so court no ebo assembly na to be say. Omoni nyina so e ba ne mremu ba na mamre ne amanemo do ma hene ne Sammordua na pamfo e ne nyina so bia enti court no broskuto masem no e de koto e yesumi na so. That on 8th September 2025, the High Court, Kumasi, presided over by His Lordship Justice Razak Musa, granted an order of mandamus directed at the Register of the National House of Chiefs to enter my name into the National Register of Chiefs as the paramount chief of the Sampa traditional area. A copy of the order is attached and hereto and same marked as Exhibit B. Manya lawyer ni adebekesha. Was say a year September a bobo sumi na toso nwotwe afi mpimi na du nunu mu. E na ye Kumasi High Court. E kwa asetena e ma atemuafo efe no His Lordship Justice Razak Musa etnase no share say National House of Chiefs enfa to le Samgba Gyafla din enkom krata Musa Sampa Manhene ni manimu ya emom yo no sa enti wakuruche ni nyina gun krata so no ya dance a wode ma court ni se court no hwenka na sem bi ma no no what no di say Exhibit B. That the Registrar of the National House of Chiefs, upon receipt of the order of the Honorable Court, duly entered my name into the Register of Chiefs. An extract from the National Register of Chiefs showing the entry of my name into the Register of Chiefs in compliance with the order of the Honorable Court is attached hereto and same marked as Exhibit C. 80 National House of Chiefs Registrar Sanka sa temuni pe no so ede mi din ko share National Register of Chiefs mu say me to le Samgba Gyafla mi to so mienu many Sampa Manhene emrani amamra chimia tumu a yebo message ma bamba bajimi ayoyo gongongo din tumpan da wuro ene entwene keteni ade nyina di machi se me Sampa Manhene na no so makroche ni nyina the extract what National Register of Chiefs no matwe aka ho say court no hwe say we ya madanse amatu no din Exhibit C. That after the entry of my name into the Register of Chiefs, the respondent filed an application on 10th October 2025 to set aside the order of mandamus granted on 8th September 2025 and any step or procedure that had been taken as a result of the order. A copy of the application is attached here to and say marked as Exhibit D. 80 yɛde me di konkrata no ma agye mitumi yɛ na ɛyɛ Sammordua yi oba krache friend oba yɛ ɔse friend na Sammordua yi a ɔde de bia wɔn Sammordua nso oba ɔhyɛ nkrɔfochi yɛ ne bɔdefo sɛm ne awuruka sɛm wɔ Sampa yi ɛsan kɔ court no kɔ file application of mandamu sɛ court no hwɛ na ɛyɛ register di medin akɔmu no wɔn mo bro skoto medin ni nyinaa emfiri mu nyi medin firi mu esan sɛ enimra mu na sa krata wo de court no eno so court no nyamfo yi mato ne din sɛ exhibit C eno ya madanse a makeka bom e de ata ho enti no mohwɛ mu nwie that after enti ye to aso bio yo enti when the exhibit D mpo abusua an exhibit D oba no e de call ye na exhibit D that from the affidavit in support of the application the respondent, as the applicant therein, was aware that my name had been inserted into the register of chiefs as the paramount chief of the Sampa traditional area, pursuant to the order by the Honorable Court. Now, ori adanse amakroche nyina kire se krachi a meso meyi ne ho anu ye friend of Sammordua. Satan ono na applicant eye case or the call yenimu no ono ankasa ya aware no gitumu se ampa mimi na nato le Samba Gyafla ye the median contract de akongo se mene Sampa Manhene I no me hwe se court no emfa na ni protwa wi sin kenkan bi no mu hunu Sampa me yagema tum se Sampa Manhene that the Honorable Court on 17 December 2026 dismissed the application to set aside the order of mandamus granted on 8 September 2025 na December your penima bo sumi da to sudun sum na court no sign e de se me say Sammordua application or botugu ye kura say krache for simple na se wade ban enimre mu court no botugu ye that I have been advised by counsel and verily believe saying to be true that the combined effect of the order of the Honorable Court dated 8 September 2025 and subsequent compliance with same is a notice in rem that I remain the only recognized paramount chief of Sampa in accordance with section 59 clause 8 and 62 clause 4 of the Chieftaincy Act 2008 Act 759. It was said Oheneba Media eye nana no hemfo amamra omudi bu oman no na so omudi bu ahenie anasa ahemfo no section 59 clause 8 na eye section 62 clause 4 na afensu no eye Chieftaincy Act no Act 2008 Act 759 gene tumu se ono ne Sampa Manhene san se court akobade ani atemmu aba ye nyina no bodi din se ono to le Samba Gyafla and oye Sampa Manhene that in any event by law and custom there could be only one paramount chief of Sampa traditional area at any given point in time. Say, emremu no Sampa nananu machira nkonya ne betimi anya Sampa hene ba ko pe ono ne Sampa eya Samba Gyafla to le Samba Gyafla wono pe ne Sampa Manhene enti se Sammordua ekofa atwa asetan bi ko fa Sam ko to ko bi pempam se wodi sine ho so ko pe chiniye bi ese chiniye ya abatan ko we yom di so mkon so de danti kromi bi se wono ne Sampa Manhene aye gini tum sa enye yie krachi no oye niamo ho se o tietie mra so wode mra etwi fom a wanya nhia kire ye do Manhene ene suma hene na omo hye na kire pushi no odi anya mbrasam na bono regional minister so no alleged no so ta kire adanse enkrofo se adanse wo se papa yi na ta kira wodi se nyambrase na anu ya processor sojafo na prosifo e de omo court le Samba Gyafla fie e se wakohu atuo ni asekan ni ade na nkampese ohene port se to le Samba Gyafla wo be ko ni fie hu tuo e ka praye na omo nkofa ho ana na Bono Regional of Chiefs e jawei ne de no e be ba mo de mo ntwa mu nya botere enti o hwe adanse ni ade a wo makruche we nyina e sre court ne se wo mo sre court no enkan kire yes Sammordua say wo tie to man ne mra so enu ti contempt enche no ne na panfo na say fia simple be koda won koda the court no be decide say contempt nche odo be india on finally say crash no wa ma asumdwe ma Sampa wo twintwa Sampa eye ne kan kwa na mu te say de wo ye no eti akoma e ha dwene ohu enya de sefata say nipa da sani a crash ni mu a osu akosku ni mu mra te mra di mra wo be yesa enti no we bebre ka ho na maboni na to fana dem say to let Samba Gyafla sabe de wasan ba Kumasi ay ko se court no hwe na won kana sim na me de enka ye me anka me nkoko to enka Sammordua no me kire ne na to table so me hwane to ma pa ma me hwane to ma inse hunu na wodi wa Sampa no wo be jai enti we no court agye atum ama sabe de wo mo hwe ni mu se nyankopɔ twedi ampon yadoma court be fa asem no na wakotie eye contempt case na atemu bi esefasa na odi amatole Sammordua Gyafla na asotwe bi esefata nsoso no Sammordua na pamfo odi amotabusunya Sampa nsem ne de enye na bedwo mani de akire pa se anoma aye okode mani kurotwe bi si de akire sano bebi betu afa bia no de akire de ho amane baba me ka kire mo se asante etiase se Sammordua twini mu ne betene ye pe so do Manhene kwa ha kra na asante tias na no da okohia offense Manhene ewo nkransa ne ya ka so okoye na tutu asem na kaka bensem na so ese woni pani be kona so widiem ye hunu se wo fa video no to so mame ye hunu se wo kotokoto ebodi mu asese akwada wakwa wade apon a wabeto ne si wo fie na wo be chia na do Manhene so o se tumi bi ni ba bia kire se asante tumi no etiase enyo bi na be kan o wanka se wo bo pini asante ahefure ni mu a wo be dwodwo wo be bete wo be se brodo atom sum no wo be dwodwo ade no koduru e ho no wa me na kaka mensem ni nyambra nsem na kokoko sem no eni mensem no wa me ya kire ofenso Manhene enke ho na kire e wo ho no no hwade a wapini wabusia ayo Oheneba Media yemfa sedama tap send ai womo a ene ne yedika subum ene sikai ye mane ne ye mane nanu adam ha ye ubonsa fremi adan a da sibru bia mane miu wa mane me sa ne chen kaneti to me sa ka me ba na wa mane me we wa fa tap send the so wa ma mani aju eno ne asema bu wonsra ka kire me nti won so no download wo Play Store and say App Store promo code Oheneba OHENEBA capital letters Boshim kuro nwanya bonus $10 £10 rade send bi watana so nya bi ene kura promotion koso wo say 100% cash back wo send sika utumi stand chance obi wi ni nyina ba ompe wi na pene wo no obi abesend ya mana frame na send mame na san wi no sika ne back na bibia enye kama medium bi so nyina ene nkofo da asbre sabre de ya ubonsra ne tena fidina chichinchim infruma director Morgan ne Fatima ne Prince mu nyina na ebochi dom asonaba management ene eye empedifo nyina so etachiri ema bibia ekoye mesrew subscribe to Oheneba Media na busuan emunye kese ne ntre enko I forget atamfo nyina isan say wo be low battery na Oheneba Media power bank no eda 99 makra mu nyina
Oheneba Ejeni Makonie, the CEO of Oheneba Media. Minu yanom Ghana for mo Europe, UK, Canada, and America. Ene me wa sempa bi de ma wo. Se wo pese wo send this car ema obusuafo ene wadofo Ghana, ene na tap send ya na me kam for ama. Na de ma maniji wo mo kra ne se, omu rate was through. No charges. Afi wasabo sika ho ban ma wo. Say mobile money accounts, ana bank account, ana wo send this car na kotumu a, sima krope. Na wansa kan Ghana. De wuya ne se obefa o mobile phone na wako Play Store ana App Store na wa download tap send app no egu phone so. Kayo se wo send dia obebusa wo promo code eno ane se wo do Oheneba keke no ahye ho. Wo Europe a obema wo €5, wo UK obema wo £5. O America ne Canada so a ubenya $10 Oheneba keke nti na mo wo UK no kra de me wa sem de bi de mamo ubetimi create wallet account e wo tap send wo so ebre bi a rate ne be kosoro no o dia ne se ube save ska wo ho na ebre pem no se wo Ghana no be bia wo bia no na wo the wallet account no ato de opese de to bia tap send papa no
Oheneba Media for na fremu ayebo me alise media royals media mu adehye no asiebo ana einta semana amamle ni amane mu dwumadie Oheneba Media betenete enti amanfo mu ntie ye na nyado